So one of my favorite things is the culture, right? And you read about that agent. Did you see the agent quote about Aaron Rodgers with the Jets?
I did not.
Okay, this is his agent speaking to Ben Standig of The Athletic. There is complete disarray over there. Look at how they handled Aaron Rodgers. Has one player had more power than him? He skipped minicamp. They've been unable to convert him into a team player. The vibe inside the building is terrible. That's an agent talking about Aaron Rodgers. So there's drama in New York there. The CD contract and the Dak drama in Dallas has dominated the offseason. You got Brandon Ayuk, who finally got his deal done, but he kind of basically got the same contract they offered earlier in August. And it started to sound like the 49ers, they were saying, hey, you got to get on the practice field. And Detroit wrapped everything up early in the offseason. There's like no drama here.
Yeah, most everything up. They could still get something done with Lee McNeil.
And there are some reports that are in the early stages of that.
Yep.
But that doesn't – is there any drama associated with the Lee McNeil contract?
No.
So there's so little nonsense. I think this is wildly underrated about the Lions. I guess having seen what a poisonous culture was like, a culture that couldn't get out of its own way, and they spent so many years being that, it's almost – it's stunningly hard to believe how you've got free agents calling. You got contracts wrapped up for the most part early. The off-the-field nonsense is like non-existent right now. There's no like social media posts that get everybody all worked up. It's incredible. And I think it's highly underrated. With that said, that's not the only thing that's underrated. We are rated very high, but is there anything else about the Lions that you think is still underrated, that isn't getting enough love or attention? And if so, what is it?
I honestly think people are still sleeping on Jared Goff. I saw the story the other day. Was it from The Athletic, where they had that unnamed was a GM or somebody, a coach or whatever it was, somebody involved with football, that said that he's not the kind of guy that you can win with, that he needs everything, he needs all the pieces around him to be successful. And I keep shaking my head like, okay, keep selling him short, do it at your own peril. And that's the kind of guy who comes out with a statement like that if the Lions win the Super Bowl, that still won't give him credit. Well, they only won it because they had all these other players. Mm-hmm. Just shut up. Honestly, just it's okay to give the guy some flowers and say, you know what, he's actually played pretty well. But no, instead this guy wants to give all the credit to Ben Johnson and take away any credit from Jared Goff. Well, they made it really easy for him. He just has to go down his progressions. It's 1, 2, 3, throw. Yeah, okay, and what? He still has to do it. He still has to know what to do at the line of scrimmage. He has to know all these things, and he has to have the physical ability to get the ball from point A to point B. And when I saw that, I started getting pissed.
Did you?
Yeah, because it's like, how many quarterbacks do you think there are in the league that can win games just by themselves? Because there aren't many. There's one for sure. Okay? And beyond him, don't know who else there is, because there's still a big gap between Patrick Mahomes and whoever you want at number 2. If you want to put Josh Allen at 2, I've seen Josh Allen make a million mistakes. You want to put Lamar Jackson at 2? Seen Lamar Jackson make a bunch of mistakes. So what do you got? Because if your standard is everybody has to live up to the Patrick Mahomes standard, then you better be talking about damn near every quarterback in the league outside of Patrick Mahomes and say, well, you know what? This guy can't win it on his own. No kidding. Only one guy can do that.